There is nothing I hate worse than a morning person, you know? I mean, I'll wake up for this, but I do not have to be cheerful about it. How many people will be playing? We're playing solo, huh? All right then, let's have a name. All right, first things first, pick which episode you want to play, or hit the letter F to see your favorites. Seconds. You'll use the B key for your buzzer. That's B as in big old beer belly. 20 seconds. We got 20. Now listen, this couldn't be much simpler. A question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. Then you pick one of the choices on the screen. You got it? See you on the flip side.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, kid, stay in school. Look both ways before crossing the street. There, hopefully that'll satisfy the community service portion of my sentence. Apparently it's illegal to do naked jumping jacks in the park on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know who came up with that law. Hey, don't do drugs. Wash behind your ears and between your legs. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Category, please. Whoa. We're calling this one 12 Angry Reasons to Avoid Jury Duty. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Say, did you ever see that movie 12 Angry Men? It's about all these guys who have jury duty and they all get pissed off at Henry Fonda. Yeah, that Fonda could really piss people off, you know? Anyway, imagine the judge in 12 Angry Men separates the jurors by putting them each in a corner. If all the corners are used, what is the shape of the judge's courtroom? A heptagon, a dodecagon, a nonagon, or a quadrilateral? A dodecagon is a 12-sided figure and has 12 corners to stick those nasty jurors in. Your Honor, can I take a quick bathroom break?
You're in contempt! Bailiff, place a dunce cap on the juror in the fourth corner.
Give me a category. Here we have, recess is a breeding ground for criminals. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Okay, take a look at this police report from the local schoolyard. Suspect caught attempting to relocate cylinder. Officer It placed him in custody. While doing so, an unknown person relocated the cylinder, causing a major jailbreak. All right, what game is this? Red Rover, capture the flag, freeze tag, or kick the can? People in jail that are freed by relocating a cylinder, we call that kick the can, my friend. Of course, in my neighborhood, the other version was called kick the crotch. Usually my crotch got to be it. Lucky me. Throw me a category. For your enjoyment, crime doesn't pay. It earns frequent flyer miles. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Hey, you know that movie Con Air with all those dangerous convicts on a plane together? Yeah, must have been hell for the flight attendants. Suppose you're a flight attendant on an all-convict Con Air flight. Given it's known to have calming effects, which airline meal will you highly recommend? The vegetables, the pasta, the salmon, or the beef? Shouldn't have done that. Here's the one the winners pick. Pasta and other complex carbohydrates have a tranquilizing effect. Unfortunately, the convicts also asked for 14 cups of coffee each. Now you have a problem. All right, I need a category. Well, Well, what do we have here? All singing, all dancing, all suffering. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, so everybody knows that Andrew Lloyd Webber makes musicals out of everything from like T.S. Eliot poetry to the Bible, right? With people on roller skates and stuff. If Andrew Lloyd Webber turned the novel Crime and Punishment into a musical, what would be the most appropriate title? Raskolnikov, Karenina, Karamazov, or Yakov Smirnov? Karamazov? Oh, brother. What do you say we check out the right answer? The main character in Crime and Punishment is named Raskolnikov. Yeah, see, he's a student who kills a pawnbroker and then feels guilty, so he sings about it to thousands of tourists while wearing a cat outfit and doing an Elvis impersonation. Yep, that Andrew Lloyd Webber really knows his Russian literature. All right, pick a category. Well, look what you just happened upon, my little friend. You got yourself a Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is There's an Astronaut Under Your Robes. Okay, now I'm going to read off 7 last... I see, you got this thing down. I'm just going to put your 30 seconds on the clock, all right? Let the games begin. Bellamy, Supreme Court or MTV? O'Connor. Kennedy. Ginsburg. Floater. Scully, last one, but head. That's all 7. Well, look at you, 6 out of 7 over there. Let's see how it helps out your score. All right, get over yourself. Let's look at 3 new categories. Time to pick a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for That Wasn't a Very Civil War. You get it right, you get $2K.
She's pissed.
He's pissed.
We're pissed.
So pissed about a question. We're pissed about.
Well, this pissed about a question letter comes to us from Patrick M. from Westchester, PA. Patrick writes,
Yeah, hey, you asked what were the last words Lincoln heard before he was shot? The last words actually were Sic Semper Tyrannis, which was Latin for Thus with all tyrants, shouted by John Wilkes Booth.
well, as much as it pains me to admit it, it looks like Patrick was correct. But, tyrannical pissed letters aside, check this out. Given where he was shot and killed, what are the last words John Wilkes Booth may have heard? You just missed the boat. Right church, wrong pew. You couldn't get laid in a whorehouse. Or close the door. Were you born in a barn? The unfortunate Mr. Booth was eventually discovered hiding in a barn where he got all shut up. And the last words uttered by Booth from within the barn was the cryptic, "Hay is for horses." Throw me a category. This one's called All My Boys Look Good in Trench Coats. $2,000 for a correct answer. Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Which fictional character would most likely carry around pictures of Humphrey Bogart, Elliot Gould, Dick Powell, Robert Mitchum, and James Garner? Philip Marlowe's mother, Sam Spade's mother, James Rockford's mother, or Mike Hammer's mother? No, Sam Spade's mother would only be carrying pictures of Humphrey Bogart and Richard Pryor. I'm not kidding. Should have picked this one. All these guys have played the part of Philip Marlowe at one time or another.
Of course, Humphrey was always my favorite. I'm not sure where I went wrong with Elliot.
All right, I need a category. For your viewing pleasure, yet again, God's busting our humps. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. All right, in case you haven't read it in a while, the Bible expressly forbids the practice of usury. Given the translation of usury, which of the following should be added to a contemporary biblical translation? Thou shalt not pimp, thou shalt not loan shark, thou shalt not murder, or thou shalt not blackmail.
I'm warning you, God, keep blackmailing out of the Bible or Mrs. God finds out about the Virgin Mary.
Why didn't you pick this one? Usury is the practice of lending money with interest, something that the Bible condemns. So, good Christians and Jews will all go out and stone the loan sharks, and banks who charge $1.50 to use an ATM. Give me a category. Hey, bless smut with dime store.
It's time for a Zipperfish Breast Note.
Your gibberish category for today is Tori Spelling cries for Luke Perry. The opening value of this gibberish question is 10,000 bucks. All right, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay, tell me what this piece of useless gibberish rhymes with. The chap Donna missed. First clue, it's a punishment. Like no dessert? It's a punishment that goes easy on the offender. Let's see what you got. Start typing. Hey, you might think that's a nothing punishment, but let me tell you, a slap on the wrist can be incredibly painful if you have carpal tunnel syndrome. All right, pick a category. The category? That's what I call a stiff penalty. How does $2,000 sound? All right, get ready to buzz in and type your answer because we're going to play a little hangman here. And I'll even give you a hint. The answer is the hanging judge from the Old West. There you go. Now type in the letters that are missing from the hanging judge's last name. Judge who? All you had to do was type this. The notorious hanging judge of the Old West was Judge Parker. He ordered several executions every year. Word has it he had a real soft spot for a hung jury, too. Time. Let's see what we got going. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. This one can get you $6,000. Oh man, I can't believe this. Money laundering is illegal? I mean, who hasn't washed some cash with a load of laundry, right? Money laundering which Monopoly bill will turn your undies pink? A $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, or a $500 bill? Does this ring a bell? The $5 Monopoly bill is pink, so if it runs, it might just turn your undies pink. Not a problem for me, though. All my undies are already pink. And lacy. Did I mention the crotchless part yet? Category, please. Let's take a look at My Guitar is Sorry for the Pain It Has Inflicted. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, fact. Frank Zappa's got this song, My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. You heard of it? Suppose your mama's killed and Zappa's guitar is a suspect. Because it's not from a guitar, which piece of crime scene evidence would point to another culprit? A B string, a C string, a D string, or... No, a G string is found on a guitar. Of course, if Zappa's guitar has a good lawyer, the case could be made that it was your mama's G string. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. There ain't no C string on a guitar, but there is a C string on some other stringed instruments. Cello. Huh? Cello? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Oh, God. I remember once I walked into my mother's bedroom and the cello was between her legs and she had her hands all over its fingerboard. Oh, God, it was horrible, and yet I couldn't look away. Throw me a category. The category is, I like my inmates extra crispy. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Yep, that San Diego chicken is one hell of an entertainer. But I don't know how he keeps his cool with all those crazed fans. Imagine the San Diego chicken had to do some hard time, considering that it was the jail of the famous Birdman. In which prison would the chicken feel at home? Alcatraz. The Birdman of Alcatraz was an inmate who became a world authority on birds. All right, Mug, that bird mask is coming off right now. Oops. Well, I guess it wasn't a mask. Ew. Give me a category. And our special guest tonight, the witness would make a great gavel. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Imagine Pinocchio is on the witness stand at a trial, committing which of the following would not make his nose grow? Sedition, prevarication, slander, or perjury? Oh, sure. If he starts prevaricating, his nose grows so long it pokes the defendant and wham! You got a sexual harassment suit. For the curious, here's the right answer. Prevarication, slander, and perjury all refer to dishonest actions. Sedition refers to attempting to overthrow the government.
We must overthrow the tyranny of Geppetto. Come on, people. Are you all just puppets for the man?
No! No! Actually, yeah, we are, really.
You've almost made... All right then, let's fast forward and get right to the good part. Here comes your clue. Latins have dark roots. Good luck getting to the root of this jack attack. See ya. About that one for a while. Let's check out your final score. There it is. Wow, player, you ended up with less than nothing. It's a good thing you didn't have any competition, because then everybody would know that...
You don't know Jack!
If you want to save this as a favorite, press F. And hey, if you want to play again, just give me the sign, okay? Okie dokie.